Hi, this is Jim with ProfitTrading.com, and we're going to look at some of the trades we're in the premium commodity newsletter. We went long Friday, right on our breakout of 517, and closed at 533.50. So we're in a good profit on that. So we're long wheat, orange juice, May orange juice. We went short back here on this breakout. So we're short from clear back here. I'm bringing the stop down to just above Friday's close to lock in a profit there. So we're in a profit on orange juice, and that's going to be a good trade for us. Oats, I'm going long on Monday if the entry signal gets hit. Now these entry signals and stops are very important. And just to let you know, this is May 21st, 2015. If you're watching this video in the future, this is like May 21st. No, excuse me, March 21st. First day after the beginning of spring, 2015. Lean hogs, I'm going long on Monday. Again, if the buy entry signal is hit, I think this is a trading low right in here for lean hogs. And these entry points and stops are a very important part of the trade. I can't tell you how many trades we don't get into if the entry point's not hit that saves us from a loss. And the stop, you got to have the right stop because you got to give the market enough room to work, but you can't take too big a loss. So it's a very important part of the trade. Natural gas, June natural gas, we went long above this bar, so we're a little behind, but I think this has turned. There's a good chance. We have a stop down here, so it's a reasonable risk. And we're just going to see what natural gas does. If natural gas comes down here and makes a double bottom, say if the low isn't in for natural gas, I still plan on going long natural gas because we're very oversold on natural gas, and I think a bottom is coming in. It sometimes it's not unusual in commodities to have to take to try to get in the market a couple times. You got to be prepared to do that. It's not always just a one try thing to get long. I mean, I think this looks like a base is coming in here. We're long. If it doesn't work and it comes down and makes a double bottom, I'll go long again. And that's why in the newsletter I try to make the profits as big as possible, so then it takes care of these small losses along the way. Okay, corn. We're going long July corn on Monday. Again, if our entry point if we're stopped into it, I think this is a bottom coming in here for corn. I think this is a low here. And again, if our entry signal is hit, now if corn continues lower, we won't get stopped into the trade. Cocoa, we went short, made cocoa right on a break of this bar here. And our stop, it's a 2 bar stop. I mean, that's a reasonable stop. You got to be willing to risk if you're going to trade commodities. So our stop is there. This bar looks like a bullish bar, but I don't always go by that. I mean, it looks like a bullish bar, but it's in a downtrend, so I'm going to stick with it. I could bring the stop down to break even, but I think it's a little too early to do that. So when we get in a trade, we stick with it. And again, sometimes I'm not right every time. There are losses. Um, but we've had some big winners in this newsletter. Lean hogs last year, I took we took a $12,000 profit on one trade, and we took about a $6,000 profit on another trade. And we've had some other trades like that have just been monster winners. So again, that takes care of some of the losers. You got to be able to accept losers in commodities, or you won't be able to trade them. It's just nobody has all winners. So live cattle, we went long right in here on a breakout above this bar, and live cattle is moving our way, and this looks like it could end up being a big winner. Right now we're we went long about 144, and right now live cattle is, and this is June live cattle, is at 150. So we're ahead roughly around 6 points on that trade. So that's some of the trades we're in the premium commodity newsletter. Some of the trades we're gonna get in. There's lots of other trades I could recommend, but I just don't get too much going. I mean, we can't trade everything. Like I think the Australian dollar's making a low. This is an example of a trade we're not in. I think this is a double bottom here. I got a green bar in the bulls and bears system, but I don't always go by the green bars, but I go by patterns and technical indicators and the bulls and bears system. And then this bulls and bears system, there's some different settings you can use. Again, I've got some settings I use. So let's see here. Over chart properties, overlay properties, bulls and bears. There's aggressive setting on bulls and bears. There's a progressive setting, and then there's a traditional setting, and they all tell you a little different thing. And this is aggressive setting right here, but I don't always use aggressive setting. I use aggressive setting when I think it's called for, and I use like the traditional setting when I'm being a little more cautious. It just depends on the chart pattern and the technical indicators. Now Australian dollar right now, again, here's the aggressive setting. I think this is a low here on Australian dollar. This is a trade I'm not going to put in the newsletter just because we're in so many things right now. I just don't want to overdo it. But you can see that this looks like it could be a bottom, and we've got a green bulls and bears bar, and I've got other things. And so these are the kind of things I look for in the premium newsletter. And thanks for listening to my video. I hope you consider signing up for the premium newsletter, and I hope to see you as a subscriber soon. Thank you. Bye.